If you hear a whistle, that's it. It's the end. Today on the Wobbing Leaf channel, there was an RG about a monster called Flowers. I was analyzing the fanmate for this RG and decided to move on to the original. I advise everyone to watch until the very end. It will definitely be interesting and creepy. Well, before the video starts, I ask you to subscribe to my channel. We are moving towards the goal of 20,000 subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet, then please do so. Also, don't forget to put your like. For me, this is a huge motivation to make even more interesting videos. In the comments, write your theories and opinions about this ARG, and of course, do you know such a monster called Flowers? We are moving on to analyzing the ARG. The video itself is called Live Tragedy Associated with the Appearance of a Whistling Sound. It all starts with loading, and then we see the main character, who is a streamer. Although it is clear that he is a beginner streamer, this is clear from the terrible quality, and this terrible quality, unfortunately, will accompany us throughout the video, so I apologize, it is not my fault. The main character says, "Guys, hi, I have an important announcement. I really want to talk about the game Roblox. I created many alternative accounts and bought some things on the account. But the developers of the game took and blocked my accounts." Then the main character begins to very maliciously call the moderation of Roblox for blocking his accounts for no reason. No matter how hard he tried, the moderation still stood its ground and did not unblock him. The main reason for the ban is toxicity and bullying of other players, although the main character claims that he never did this. And then he starts to colorfully insult the Roblox moderation again, and also says that this is not his first ban and he just wanted to have fun, but he can't do it because he gets banned all the time. The moderation could do something more meaningful than looking for his messages and banning them. The main character just wanted to have fun. He was banned for something insignificant, although there are a lot of problems around. A lot of money for the game, and this account was blocked. Then at some point the game suddenly freezes and the main character claims that this game works so badly, even in this. And then the main character notices another player. He comes closer to him and starts to examine him, and then starts laughing because, in his words, he is ugly. Then he writes all this in the chat, and I think you immediately understand that the fact that he was blocked was all for good reason. I think you understand that he was blocked for a reason. But then this player writes the word, "Do you hear?" The main lawyer asks him, "What are you even talking about?" And he writes again, "Cover your ears." Of course, the streamer doesn't understand anything, so he decides to start yelling at him and tells him to get out of here, after which this player falls into the abyss. The streamer continues his story and says that none of this matters, but then the game freezes completely and this happens.
What? Hello?
He is teleported to some strange location, similar to a hellish lair, although perhaps the map he was walking on changed and turned into this horror. He starts spinning, saying, "Hello? Is anyone here? Where am I anyway?" In general, the main character is completely confused at this point. Then he starts asking his viewers, "Hey, do you see something? You look the same as I see. What is going on here? What kind of horror is this?" Then he suggests, although perhaps this is some kind of show, I don't know. And then the game freezes again, and very badly. I advise you to watch how it was.
What is...
Before his eyes, the error in the game Roblox begins to become a horror, and then he is teleported again. Instead of red earth as well as thick fog, there are many identical players around him. He is still completely confused, he comments on everything and does not understand what is happening. He goes to one of the players and a dialog box opens. He tells him, "Do not use 0, but he still uses it. And he enters into a dialogue, to which he is answered, "You have violated the terms." He goes to another and also presses 0, and he tells him, "Bypassing the ban will not lead you anywhere." The main character is still confused, but he continues to do it. He presses 0 in the dialog box. Well, basically he is answered with some nonsense, which I personally do not understand, as if everyone is mocking the main character. but he still continues to communicate with these players. Then his game freezes up really badly and he goes to another player, opens a dialog box and presses 0 again. The player tells him, "Turn off your sound." But it seems the main character didn't understand anything, so he talks to this player again and answers roughly the same thing. But this time he tells him some command which contains the words flowers, and then this happens.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? God, this lag.
Yes, there are a lot of freezes. Doesn't that seem strange to you? And a new dialog box has appeared. Flowers has been launched successfully. Of course, the main character is still in shock, and then his character starts moving on its own and he can't even press the keys, although he presses them but nothing happens.
Why can I not move? I can't move. I can't move. What is happening? I can't move. I can't move.
Yeah, somebody hacked his system, started controlling the game, and he started walking towards the edge, and the sky was lit up by a red glow turning into shadow. Honestly, I thought that was the end, but he came back and continues streaming, but claims that this is some kind of horror, and he will probably turn off his stream now. He doesn't know what's going on, but he honestly admits that he personally did nothing, and it is not his fault. And then this horror happens. He starts repeating the word "I can't," and he appears. Look at it yourself.
I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. Hey guys, I can't. I can't. What is that? I need to talk about Roblox. I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't.
Flowers himself appears in his usual form, but what's more interesting is that he begins to transform, and it all looks like a transformation into some kind of giant cat eye. Yes, for some reason this transformation resembles a cat.
I can't. I can't. I can't.
It all ends with complete silence, and then the main character's brother runs into the room, starts screaming very loudly and calling for help from his mother. He says that he is shaking, Kevin is shaking, he feels bad. At the end he says, "Mom, we need to call for help. Call someone," and the video ends. Of course, it is obvious that Kevin apparently did not survive. This is already the 4th part about this monster, and it is probably the most creepy and interesting, as well as the most tragic. Although the main character is not the best person, he bullied other players, for which he was punished many times, and he also complained about it on the stream, saying that it was all a joke. In the end, the monster came and took him. Of course, no one deserves such an end, especially on a live broadcast. And for some reason, I really felt very sorry for Kevin. The description says that this video was uploaded somewhere in 2013 to 2014. This is not actually confirmed, since this video was taken from a forum since the original was lost, but these were the earliest footage that captured the whistle. We literally saw one of his first appearances, and it all happened on a live broadcast that was lost a long time ago, but the owner of this channel found it. Perhaps it was at that moment that Flowers first appeared and was born in the Roblox game, after which he began to scare absolutely all players with his appearances. After watching such videos, it is really even scary to go to some games. I hope that I will never meet such a monster. Write in the comments what you think about all this. Write your theories, opinions, and of course, do not forget to put your like and subscribe to my channel. I try to post a lot of videos and please you, and I hope that you will please me with your subscription and like. Thank you very much for visiting my videos. Bye-bye.